TikTok. But one of the big surprises was her just talking about Mayor Weddle and people acting like he can control the weather and that he was responsible for the tornado hitting London.
I heard about
And
that.
that's
very ridiculous.
Popular for saying that, all because
you got to ask him about that in person.
Yep, I actually, hope they'll see that podcast. I hope if not, go watch it.
Will you tell that story really fast?
Oh yeah, tell that one.
Whenever I was on my way here to do a podcast with Barrett, it was gonna be like a little solo podcast. I was looking at different things on my phone, Facebook, and there was a reel that had come up about Weddle. I was reading comments, and one of the comments said, "Kind of suspicious that tornado hit London, and he's there." Like, insinuating this man could control the weather.
It don't matter who you agree with. How fucking dense do you got to be to think that Mayor Weddle was in his office going, awful calm out there tonight?
Like, out there with, like, a rain sticker. I'm like...
I pictured him just doing circles with his arms out.
Like, yeah, just... Well, I asked him about it, and... like I said, go watch it, because I was like, face to face, I'm going to ask this man if he knows something we need to know or I don't know. We got it. Somebody's got to know.
She's sitting there, Mayor Weddle's sitting there, and she's like, "Do you control the weather?"
Update. He thought it was as ridiculous as we did. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
What did he say? I can't remember. It was surreal. I blacked out. When you asked him that, I promise I blacked out.
I said, "Are you a Tasmanian devil, like Air Force of London? I've got to know this," because I thought of, when I read that, was him out in his yard with like 2 bamboo sticks spinning really fast, like, and doing some type of like Power Rangers thing, and
if you really think about it, like, if he could do that, he's been doing it wrong. Because imagine if you're at a council meeting and you say some shit to him that he don't like, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and he stands up on the table and he's like, "It's about to get real windy up in this bitch."
We all have that one.
You know, what if you accidentally mess up and then go,
No, it's a good look. I'd just be sitting there being like, you look great. Like,
well, it's a new hairstyle.
I just invented this.
So my phone's blowing up right now. Do you guys know who Charlie Kirk is?
That sounds familiar.
It does.
He's the conservative guy that he'll go to parks.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
He was just shot and killed at a political rally. Shot in the neck.
Oh.
Killed in Utah.
Damn, my dumbass almost asked if he was okay.
They're saying he's in critical, but he said there's no way he survives.
They shot him?
The bullet went straight into his neck. Very graphic. The video's everywhere now.
Why did they shoot him?
They said it was an assassination.
Why would...
He's very conservative. You know, people say, "Why do you hate trans people?" He's like, "I don't hate trans people. I just, maybe argue something." And so he's very conservative. So people don't like his positions. But anyway.
That doesn't matter what your political beliefs is. Nobody deserves to get shot in the neck.
We're talking about, words are important, but we're talking about, conversations, arguments.
Yeah. Open discussion.
That is wild.
That's a bummer. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Not at all.
Okay. Well.
I know. I've seen one clip of him that was trending in a got you moment type of compilation that was more left-leaning. I think it was him that whenever they said, "Do you think this is a fetus?" And he said, "Absolutely, no doubt." And they went, "This is a dolphin." That was him that said it was a fetus. Because he's very pro.
We can't be right all the time,
Also, it's a fetus by definition, right?
It's still a fetus.
It's not a human.
It's just not a human fetus. I don't know the exact verbiage that was used, but I know that was like one of those comedy moments. But he doesn't deserve to be shot.
No. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care.
I hope he makes it, but they said the video was very graphic. The J.E. Vance just did a statement just saying that it's not looking good.
Gosh.
I hate that.
It's a very unfortunate world that we live in where people feel comfortable enough to do such violent things against people that, especially in the public eye.
Well, it's too early to say, but a lot of these people are suicidal and want to go out with a bang.
Yeah.
These people, I think a lot of these people think, okay, well, if I die because of this, I die.
It's almost like I want everyone to feel heard and seen. And I know that can be dicey because some people have some wild ideas. But I've noticed that the more people get to speak and the louder things get on the internet, the quieter people have to be about their own opinions sometimes whenever they don't line up. And then you have people who are out there trying to publicly do these opinions and create an open discussion, and stuff like this happens. And it makes people end up being more
does it
scared.
make you think, Billy, about like your safety? Your a huge public figure.
Yeah.
You worry somebody's going to try to kill you just You ever have those thoughts like about your safety?
No,
I've never been in public with you where you weren't mobbed.
I have no concern for my safety because I carry. You know what I mean? And I
but
will
you
fucking
can't-
kill you.
I know, but you can't do it with the random bullet. You know, some
Oh
guy.
no.
Like
As far as someone trying
An
to,
orchestrated attempt.
I mean, more power to them, man. Like all you got, you know what I mean? Like if you if you hate me so much that you want to shoot me down in public, I mean, all you're doing is keeping me from paying any bills in the future. I don't give
Solving a lot of problems.
Solving a lot of problems if you hate me.
We
that
don't
much.
have to pay taxes if we
Yeah,
ain't
I
here to
mean-
pay them.
But
But
in
on
my
the downside,
side of things, though, in my popularity side, I'm just I'm a influencer, comedian. So you would have to, like George Carlin. It's untelling how many people tried to kill him. But
yeah,
on my side of things, I don't think I'm at risk as much as someone that in politics would be because nothing I do directly affects somebody. I just say things. People that are in politics, they have more influence on people's lives. Now, I'm not saying that you should kill somebody that makes your life. That's not at all what I'm saying.
No.
I'm just saying that's one of the factors of what makes politics a little bit more dangerous, just being a popular person.
Because of social media, you reach so many people.
Yeah.
and some people view you as. I've seen people say that social media figures are more powerful than politicians because
believe
of
it.
swaying personal and public mindsets. And like I said, that right there is going to make a lot of people scared. And also
yes.
a lot of people speak out.
Yep.
I don't know if you ever talk about your personal stuff on anything that you do, like beliefs or anything. But have you ever had that cross your mind on, like, have you ever had somebody
This Charlie
get
Kirk stuff.
mad with you on something you've said that might not have even been abrasive or offensive?
That live I did, I had people ask me my religious views, and I told them, I'm not religious. I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
I believe in God. And, some people were like, well, you're stupid for believing in God. And then others were like, good for you. That's really, really great. And, I don't waste my breath on those who have something bad to say to me. There's going to be several, like you said.
I found it.
Let's look at it. Let's watch it.
TMZ. Because he's not a politician, is he? He's just a social media person, isn't he?
No. He's just a.
He's just somebody that speaks a lot on politics on social media.
That was a high caliber rifle.
He can tell you probably what did it
did,
sound like.
That was
I didn't hear it. Could you hear the bullet?
Yeah, it had the ring to it made it sound like the guy was actually really, really far away. So whoever did it, now I'm no expert, but
He was a weapons specialist.
yeah,
so-
I did weapons in the military. I did that for a while, but it sounded like the guy was pretty far away.
There's got to be a better view. That video was
Small,
Well,
it's
just far
TMZ.
away.
Yeah,
Not very good quality.
See, that's another thing too that I feel like I understand as somebody. I don't know if you've watched anything about me. I'm the daughter of somebody who was shot and gunned down in their home, and my mom and me are. Some people don't believe that footage and evidence because it can, haunt you.
I'm gonna make
Being
a
out there for the
prediction real
family.
quick.
But whenever
ready.
it's out there like this,
People are gonna blame South Park for that.
I know. I didn't want to mention that, but South Park literally did a whole episode about Charlie Kirk 2 weeks ago,
People are gonna blame South Park for
where
that.
Cartman acted like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Just going out and arguing with people just to for clout, make a name for himself.
we have
That's
a mental
chilling.
health crisis in this company or in this
That man
country.
shot
and
him in
not
the neck.
Yeah.
from
And
that
it's
kind
not of a
distance.
sad way. It's of a we need to
Don't
be
sound
doing
so
some
impressed, Billy.
anger.
I'm not. I mean, that's not.
Usually
what,
that's,
that does sound
The
kind of shitty
Simpsons
after
is
you point
what,
it that way.
predicts what's going to happen, but now South
being
Park,
silly.
like,
Yeah,
Now
that's
it's chilling.
chilling.
Saying
so
stuff
kind of
and it's
shitty
almost like people
when
are
you put it
following
that
it.
way.
yes.
As a call to action.
Yes.
That right there is not okay.
Have they
Camera's
arrested
still
it?
on.
What happened to
Have they
like,
arrested
Chris
anybody?
Angel? Do
it
not
recorded?
try to replicate anything.
What'd you say,
see.
Billy?
Have they arrested anybody?
No. I mean, this happened 2 hours ago. So
The details will come out as they come out.
The details will come out as they want them to come out.
Yeah, that is.
I'd like a better video. My property manager just texted me and said the video's gruesome.
Oh, I tell you where you get it from. Reddit.
That's where
Reddit.
it'll be.
Reddit.
Also, X is usually good for that too.
Yeah, X.
Unfiltered media is good and bad, I'd say.
That's why X is so good and Reddit. you get
It's
to actually
not
see the
filtered.
videos.
I've seen some stuff on Reddit.
Well, see, I have a personal belief on
4chan as
why
well.
social media shouldn't be filtered, especially when gruesome videos like that. And it's because a lot of times, George Carlin said it best, but soft language, when things are watered down, people don't take them as serious because
That's true.
that's what I believe in platforms like X. Now, when
Yeah.
I say I'm an Elon Musk fan, probably not. But I do support the platform because I like unfiltered
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
something
definitely.
that, like you sharing your experience and talking about your son going through night terrors.
Yes.
I'll see
People
if I
can
can find you
envision
a
what that
video.
looks like. But until they actually experience their child waking up terrified and seeing them in that state repeatedly,
Yep.
it's not.
Oh, I found it. Dear God.
Let's see it.
Oh.
Oh,
So he's going to be shot in the front of the neck.
Oh.
See the
Oh my
blood?
God.
yeah, they hit him in the artery on the right side.
Somebody had.
He was unconscious immediately. That's the good thing. Jesus.
That's scary.
Yeah, they hit him in the.
Somebody-
Now, he ain't gonna live through that.
Somebody was.
Where'd you find that
a
video?
little
At?
I'll
too-
send it to you on
That's
X.
that's not
Okay.
a shot that you can get freelancing. I'm sorry. Like
Yeah, somebody was trained.
That's what I was gonna
there
say.
ain't no way because that or they're just not. They don't necessarily have to be military, but it takes a lot of training because you have to do because it looks like the wind and everything was a factor there. They'd have to have some kind of.
That was the most violent video I've seen in a long time. I
Yeah.
purposely.
He was shot right here, which is an artery, and you could
Is
tell
it your
by
jugular?
Yeah, he was shot in the
And his
jugular.
hands immediately go like
Yeah,
this.
so
He's
what's
unconscious.
probably happened is he lost so much blood all at once that he just because you could tell that he had kind of an immediate reaction to it.
It was.
And I don't know if anybody here has ever seen someone get shot in person
I
before,
have
but
not.
it's a terrible thing to experience.
It's not like the movies.
No, it is
it's-
not like the movies.
It's not like the movies. It's my mom's told me from seeing her mom. You almost put it in a movie filter when your brain sees it because, like, when I looked at that, my brain was like, doesn't
Well,
want to comprehend.
There's,
That's a real
there's
thing.
things that the movies have ruined in our perspective of gore like that. Like if you're in a room with somebody and in the movies, let's say that I'm right here and I shoot someone through the head, blood spatters on. That's not how it happens. Bones, skull fragments are dangerous. You can get those in your eye. You can do anything. There's just a lot of things that the movies don't touch on. If you shoot someone between the eyes and blow their skull out the back of their head, it's gonna hurt anybody behind them. It could hit people in the. It's just a nasty
Well, with
thing.
that was there's a lot of blood loss in what 2
Uh,
seconds.
yeah.
on that video, I
Yes.
couldn't believe how much blood.
Well,
See,
like I said,
that's the thing.
if what they'll have to do is if they probably put pressure on, which ain't gonna do much good because it's a jugular, but if they can stop the bleeding and get that artery closed and give him blood, he might pull through. Yeah.
Which, for humanity's sake, I hope to God he does.
Yeah,
because that is awful.
We don't want someone rewarded for that
atrocious.
behavior.
Not
No.
just that, but there's going to be people come out and condone that type. And I'm not saying that Charlie Kirk was a good or bad person, but at the end of the day,
That's somebody's
you
child.
can't respond to things you don't like with violence like
No.
that.
No.
Absolutely not.
Jim Jeffries is one of my favorite comedians.
I love him.
And he's, who I'm talking. He's an Australian comedian, and he said one of the biggest misconceptions that American politics have fallen into is that they try to fight hate with hate, and the only thing you can fight hate with is genuine love and empathy. That's all. And if you show enough of that, it's gonna start to fall off. There's always gonna be evil people in the world, and that's just how it is. But you can't react to things like that because that's just humanity is just there's
made a
no
post
humanity in that.
Right before we started filming initially today, at like 1 o'clock, and I said everyone should be allowed to say what they want to say, even if you don't like it. That's just how I feel.
Agreed.
That's shockingly topical right now.
That
Yeah.
is extremely.
They're going to
topical.
think you posted that
I
because
posted it right before that even happened. I'm talking hours ago. To everyone in his family,
Same.
everyone that is friends with him, because I know what it's like to be family of someone who was a victim of something like that.
Yes.
And it doesn't just stop at if he dies. It's going to be something that they will live on with and they will tell their kids about, and it will go on for generations.
I'd be,
tragedy.
I'd be surprised if he made it another hour, because if they didn't treat that the way they were supposed to, or if he didn't get immediate hell.
And he's not the president. He was just a speaker at a college.
Makes you
It's not
think-
like they've got Secret Service right there, doctors right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, like, people are so comfortable doing
Yeah.
stuff like that. How far were things like that?
It makes you think. It makes you think about you and other people that
I'm
are just
not-
in the public eye.
Well, see, that's why I don't really, because I'm not political at all. I don't share a
but
political.
the mental health, someone just like Billy
Yeah,
Hubbard, I
yeah.
hate him. Why you
Yeah,
hate him?
well, I mean, Tuck went through it where he had people that were convinced he was reporting their TikTok account.
Yep.
And he was like, I'm not doing this. But they were mailing him stuff. They got his address. And at some point, we look at it, we laugh at it, but it can turn dark and it can turn super serious. We just seen it happen. There is a crisis in this country for people who are, I wouldn't say sensitive is a word we use a lot, but people who are not comfortable with sharing a world with somebody who might have a different view than them to the point where they think they should die.
Well, not just that. The word I'll use is coward. There's a lot of cowards
Yes, there is.
in the community, and cowards are people you really have to watch because they'll do everything in their power to make sure that you don't know what they're doing. They're not going to confront you. That's just simple. And the most unconfrontational people are the people that'll get you when you're like whoever shot him was a coward at that distance.
At best,
Yeah.
at worst, wanted to die themselves.
Yeah.
hoping they were going to go out with making
Like a
history.
spectacle thing.
Yeah, make a spectacle.
Couldn't even face the man. Had
Right.
to.
If you look back about 50, 60 years ago, people didn't even care what they said to one another, because people could take it.
Yeah.
But now it's just like we've turned into this society that you can't say not one thing without somebody. I'm mad at you.
Yeah, it's
And then the being mad is like, I'm supposed to console that person now, and if
Yeah.
I don't, I'm
So
ostracized.
now you're
from the
walking on
group.
eggshells.
Exactly. I've been talking about that with so much going on in the world. I mean, it goes all the way down to you can say you don't like a musician, and that musician's like Taylor Swift's fans. This could get me hurt. But I've got friends that like Taylor Swift, and then I've got friends that are Swifties. There's a difference.
Okay.
People that are Swifties they've wrote YouTubers that make parody videos, death threats, stuff like this for someone they don't know, parasocial. That right there is like, what is going on?
Real.
What is happening to this world? We're the most loudest, unless you're, I guess, a part of the people that dare to speak out.
Oh, they got the shooter.
You can't dare speak out. Who is it?
It was an old man.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah.
I read they caught old man, but it turned out he wasn't the shooter.
Okay,
He
so that's an
wasn't the
early
shooter?
report.
So then, will we find out
How
why
they
that?
mistaken old man for the shooter?
They took someone in custody, but let him go because
No proof.
he wasn't the shooter.
Maybe he was just carrying that day.
So he's still at large.
So the shooter's still at large?
As far as we know, I mean, we're getting this in real time.
Yeah.
We're
real-
getting this literally.
This makes me like this. It has to be stressful to be a news reporter.
Hidden for me. Like,
Bridget,
I'll
I'm
be
sorry
honest
that
with you.
this podcast got
Dark
off the rails.
Yeah.
He got derailed and dark.
Like,
dark.
I
I wanted to
mean,
learn more about you. I mean, we have, but we've also all gone through something now
Yes.
together as a
Yes.
group.
Yeah.
In live, real time.
Yeah. What's going on?
They took it says it was later reported that the person taken into custody was not the suspect who is still at large.
Okay, still at large.
Yeah,
as,
so-
as we're sitting here now,
See,
we don't
this
know.
is like I said, until all the facts come out, everyone holds your judgment.
Yep.
We can all talk about it.
I
and what
wonder
we
if your
think.
mom knows about it. Your mom was probably a big fan of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, my mom follows a lot of. She's very pro gun, even though she was shot. My mom, shotgun victim, pro gun. She said if she had a gun, that MFer would not be, and would not have been able to have killed her mom.
Yeah.
Like that was the bottom line. So, I don't understand why somebody would do that. That right there, like I'm probably gonna have to de-stress after that.
I'm going to have to. That it's rare you see such gore.
Yeah, I'm wondering why that was so unfiltered.
It was on X. Some guy just put it on his account.
I mean, well, there was a case recently
he
where
was
somebody
wearing-
was
and see,
stabbed
he was
on a
all-
train, and they didn't even show that.
Right.
He was wearing a T-shirt that was that said freedom, but he had the hats that said "Make America Great Again," which is, I guess the political standpoint of I guess his whole slogan. So they'll definitely make it political.
Yeah, they're gonna make it political.
They'll blame the
It
left.
probably
Also,
is
I would dress
politicized.
up as a Trump supporter at that rally just to blend in if I wanted to kill somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing too with these undercover
awful.
groups that are dark like that, and then will go after people on both sides.
And yeah, stuff like that makes me like I almost cried. Like I
You
felt my
it's like
tearing up and
it's like,
stuff.
Instead of a group think thing, it's like a group empathy thing because
Yep.
you know how somebody connected to that feels.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.